Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and we are actually going to be checking out a death battle. These have been heavily requested thus far, and we are going to jump right into this. This is Bowser versus Ganon. I know who I'm pulling for. I don't think any of us have seen this.
You've got a vested interest in this one.
Of course.
Micah mains Ganon in Smash.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Link is my best character in Smash, but he's also Caleb's best character.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when we're always playing, Caleb is Link, so I'll pick Ganondorf for like big 4-on-4 or 4-way fights and stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the truth, guys. We've gone up against him in Smash.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
Nearly almost every time he beats us with Ganon.
Yep.
And the two times that both Ben and I have come out on top. The first time it was me. It was before. It was. I think it was one of the earlier ones.
Yeah.
He did a dive kick, and I did my charging kick, and we fell at about the same speed. And it was with my Mii character, and I did my charging kick.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got down to the bottom, I was up in percentage. I was like at 120. He was at like 80 something.
Yeah.
And I hit him with that kick, and it killed him instantly. And I was just like, it was just like I read the move too. It was like I was back in pro. It was just like I was back in Melee, during my. I'm not gonna say pro days, but when I was at my best.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading moves. You know, thinking 2-3 moves ahead, seeing what they would do. Sometimes I was right. A lot of times I was wrong. But
that's how it goes.
But when you predict it and you can get it just right and you can get them on a combo, which comboing is not as easy to do in Smash Wii U, but still, when you can predict a move, you can actually time a power move like a Smash move or a charging attack to get them really good. And I got him one time. And I was just like, yes!
And it feels really good.
They've never let me forget it.
See, here's the thing, Micah.
No. You always beat us.
Yeah, it's because you always beat us.
I'm just saying.
Let us have this.
It's called the Triforce of Power, not the Triforce of Weenies, okay?
Well, okay, so the time that I beat Micah...
The Dark Lord is not merciful.
The time that I beat Micah, I think the one that I'm thinking of, he was playing as Link, actually. So
oh, yeah.
Less applicable in this situation. But that one was really good because we were just taking pot shots at each other back and forth.
No, I'm sure I was either. I'm sure I was either.
I was a Mii gunner.
I'm sure I was either Dark Link or Fierce Deity Link, so still probably super villain.
Well, either way, you're sitting there taking pot shots at me with the bow, and I'm just like charging up the cannon, and
I do
finally
this.
you shot one, it landed right at my feet. I jump up and just hit you with the full charge, and you just.
Went
Goodbye.
flying. I remember
Goodbye.
that. I remember that. We actually had. I think there's still gameplay footage of that one out, and I think
So
I still got.
good.
I got mine too. I mean, I've still got mine as well. But and every other time that Mike is,
Oh yeah,
us.
I mean, honestly, I'd sort of like to just go back and watch that and just be like, oh yes, the one time I will ever beat Micah.
Oh,
so
Meshy Googer.
No, damn it! Here we go again. All right.
It's never going to end.
All right. Okay. We know who Micah's picking in this.
Yes.
And
Ganon.
legitimately, I think Ganon's powers are more formidable than Bowser's.
I think so too.
It's a tricky thing because Bowser has the army.
Right.
aspect.
And he also has Giga Bowser form.
That's true.
We have to
true.
we have to think they're going to take that into account as
But
well.
we're talking about Ganon, not just Ganondorf. So
Yeah.
he presumably has the power to transform into the monster Ganon.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true.
I mean, I think he could handle Giga Bowser.
And the thing is, Ganon is one of those, if you want something done right, he'll go out and take care of it himself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Bowser has a spotty track record.
Bowser goes for the
taking over.
long play.
Well, I mean, if we're talking long plays, I mean, the Triforce of Power makes him reincarnate. So
Yeah, it's true.
there's really
So
no longer
really,
play than multiple lifetimes.
You don't beat him. You just, make him go sit down for a while.
Yeah, you quell his rebellious phase, and he just comes back again.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like Ganon's gonna win, but I really want to pull for Bowser. I really want to pull for Bowser.
In terms of who I think is a more effective villain, Ganon.
Yeah.
But in terms of power and everything, I got to go with Ganon as well.
Yeah.
That's just me. I mean, based upon what I've seen.
Bowser has been a protagonist from time to time.
It's true.
Yeah. Mario
I'm
Luigi,
pretty sure.
Bowser's Inside Story.
And not to mention, Bowser has actually done some pretty crazy stuff in those games.
Yeah.
For one, Bowser's Inside Story, there were actually fights where it would be giant Bowser versus some like ridiculous mech thing. So I don't know. It's a tricky call.
Right.
It is, and I guess we'll have to see how it pans out.
You know, honestly, like I feel like Ganon's gonna win, but I gotta pull Bowser. I gotta go with my gut.
Okay,
I gotta pull Bowser.
So we got 2 going for Ganon, and we got 1 going for Bowser.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how this pans out.
Let's see what we got.
Here we go. Dang it!
Well,
what do you got
we
first,
go.
Wiz and Boomstick?
Ever since the invention of princesses, there have been princess kidnappers.
And these 2 are certainly among the top tier in their trade.
Yes, they
Bowser,
are.
the king of the Koopas.
And Ganon, the Demon King.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's
yes.
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
good.
Once upon a time, a giant turtle had a dream. He would conquer the Mushroom Kingdom by turning everyone in it into brick.
Yep.
But one pesky princess had the gall to undo his mystical masonry.
Naturally, King Bowser Koopa had only one sensible option. He snatched her up and locked her
Illiterate.
away in his castle. No, not that castle. That castle.
Oh yeah.
Because what's a little kidnapping when you've already morphed thousands of innocents into brick?
With the princess out of the picture, Bowser finally had it all. Until 2 pesky portly plumbers popped up out of nowhere.
Yep.
and
Well, one's
procured his
portly and
petulant
one's
princess.
kind of...
Nice job on that alliteration.
Yep.
I'm surprised you know what alliteration means.
Of course,
Yeah.
my conspicuous co-host. Anyway, if there's one thing to say about Bowser, it's that he never gives up.
It's
He's
true.
always hatching a new scheme for domination with his army, and you know it's going to involve some princess pilfering.
And not only is he tenacious, but he's also incredibly tough.
Probably due to his natural turtliness.
That's not a real word, but you are correct. Bowser's seemingly indestructible shell can take an insane amount of abuse.
Yep.
As can the rest of him, really.
Not only that, but his shell's great
Oh,
for
there it
doling
is.
out
There it is.
damage. Probably because of the impale-a-man-sized spikes, which he can shoot out of his shell like a goddamn cannon.
Yep. It's true.
Bowser also fights with his
I love
razor-sharp
that game.
teeth and claws.
Yeah.
So good.
And is capable of lifting and throwing massive amounts of weight.
Yep.
He could probably even lift your mother, Wiz.
Oh, shots
Lord
fired.
knows I couldn't. He's also
much.
got a bunch of weapons to throw around, like hammers, spike balls, and mecha Koopas.
Yup.
All from the safety of the happiest flying machine ever, the Koopa Clown Copter.
So good. So good.
Is that spelled with C's or K's?
An impressive airborne vehicle which can somehow drop ammunition exactly the size of itself.
Yep.
Probably via some kind of magic.
Oh yeah, have we mentioned that this is a magic turtle? He can breathe fire like a dragon, shapeshift into anything, and even grow at will to be as big as a castle.
Yep.
Which is also a transformer. You think he can grow his...
No, I don't want to think about it. Have you seen a turtle penis? They're horrifying.
I haven't. Why have you?
Science.
Science.
Anyway, with his size increase comes a tremendous boost in power. Not only can he fight a castle, he can pick the whole thing up and throw it.
He's tough enough to survive lava of any temperature, even when it melts off his skin. He's what stood a point-blank supernova and being sucked
Yep.
into a black hole.
It's true.
Multiple times.
And consider, a black hole is a complete compression of space and time which stretches anything apart, even light itself.
Well,
Man,
that just
you'd
won it
think
for
with all
Bowser.
this awesome power, Bowser
Yeah.
can take over the Mushroom Kingdom like no problem.
Except he's an idiot. He's constantly underestimating his opponents. He builds traps in his castles which always end up being used against him.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, he's illiterate. Still, with his incredible ferocity and brute force, it's no
Pretty
wonder
impressive to be able to
Bowser
build traps
spreads
like
fear
that
across the
without being able to
Mushroom
read.
Kingdom.
Hey, look,
Until they
Blueface
all
just
get
picked-
together for go-karting or some
true.
tennis.
Take it from me, Boomstick. You can't always be the bad guy.
Birdo!
Okay.
Birdo, no!
She's a man.
The peaceful
Here we
kingdom
go.
of Hyrule is full of hidden terrors.
Flashbacks, right?
Giant
Oh, yeah.
spiders, a dragon who
I
eats
just played
rock
through
people.
And that red-headed fairy with boobs that'll poke your
So
eyes out
good,
and a
isn't
laugh that can melt any erection.
But the most dangerous fiend of all is the Demon King, Ganon.
Oh yeah.
However, before he became a giant blue pig demon, Ganon was actually just a man named Ganondorf.
Ganondorf was raised in the Gerudo
Oh,
Desert,
Gerudo Valley.
of
Yes.
magic under the tutelage of the Twin Rova witches.
But while the Gerudo have got some pretty kick-ass music, growing up in the desert obviously wasn't the best because, you know,
I love
sand.
the Korean DJ
I don't like
remix
sand.
of this song,
It's
dude.
coarse,
And playing the
rough,
violin
irritating.
with it is just
It
tremendous.
gets
Don't you fucking dare! Fortunately for Ganondorf and our viewers, his destiny would take him beyond the sand.
See, turns out he's the reincarnation of the demon Demise, who happens to be the root of all evil. Because what else would you grow up to be with a name like that?
Ah, yes.
Yep. I never beat that
Upon his
game 'cause
defeat,
the
Demise
controls were
cursed the
crap.
blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero to be forever plagued by a physical embodiment of his rage.
Wow, that's some hardcore shit. Talk about a sore loser. But for Ganondorf, being the Lord of Demons Reborn has its upsides, like being really good at magic.
Among the numerous spells he knows, he can summon phantoms to fight alongside him,
that was
freeze
such a
enemies with
good
waves
fight.
It
of
was.
darkness,
Yep.
cast
So
deadly
good.
curses, teleport, fly, and create orbs of electric energy which can stop foes in their tracks.
Ah, yes.
And they double as a deadly game of Pong.
Yep.
Also, he's a master swordsman, capable of wielding two blades at once with extreme efficiency. But
Those
being
are
the
Archer
king of all
days.
evil with awesome skills wasn't enough.
Yes.
Ganondorf grew jealous of Hyrule's prosperity and, like any good reincarnation of pure evil, wanted to take it for himself.
Yep.
Including the TRIFORCE,
yes.
a legendary relic said to
The
grant a
desert
wish
from,
of any who may
Twilight
touch it.
Princess.
But when it was finally within his grasp, two of its pieces rejected him harder than Wiz's last date. However, the one that stuck around, the Triforce of Power,
I don't know how I
was
did
kind
it.
of the best. It gave him near invulnerability, incredible strength, and unlimited mystical power. Its only downside, or upside depending on how you see it, is that it turned him into a giant demon pig.
With this form came immense power and a new name, Ganon.
It's. Yep. Man, the Ganon boss fights are really good.
Yes, they are. No
that
matter what
fight
game,
was awesome.
no matter
Everything's
what
better with
fight,
bacon.
it's always good.
Ganon is
Yeah.
fast enough to dodge arrows point blank without even looking. He's strong enough to destroy stone walls and pillars with no effort, and he's tough enough to get back up after having an entire castle fall on him.
Yep.
But while the Triforce of Power supposedly grants him immortality, Ganon can still be slain, and is
Yep.
specifically vulnerable to holy weapons like the Master Sword.
Yep.
Though he has survived being impaled by one, and then killed his executioner with his bare hands.
Yep.
He's also extremely arrogant, often underestimating his smaller, weaker opponents. At least until they drive a sword through his head.
But hey,
Good
when you're a
times.
titanic, invulnerable pig sorcerer, you can afford to be a bit cocky.
It's like, oh, hey, that guy. I would have liked to have seen.
All right, the combatants are set.
Wind Waker.
Let's end this debate
Ganondorf
once and
show
for all.
up as playable
It's time
brawl.
for a
I
death
don't know
battle!
if they could do that as a switchable skin.
That'd be
Boss
sweet.
style.
Here we go. Ah, yes. I love this. I love this old school.
Oh,
animation
hey.
style. Hello.
What?
Sir, we found it.
All right. Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
You just did something very bad.
Well,
You have awoken a terrible choice. And this terrible curse.
what a
failed
terrible
again.
night to have a curse. Well,
Well, there goes half the
here we go.
There you go.
Hey, he's not going to take this sitting down.
Of course not.
Oh, that kick. Ah, that's a throwback.
Hello.
Thanks, Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
And he's like, finally, it worked for me.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
Who's ready to have a bad time?
I feel like you're going to have a bad time.
I
man.
was gonna say, did you stock up on light arrows? Because if you didn't, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Yes!
Tennis racket.
He knows tennis.
They're doing this.
We're making it happen.
And he's a pure power hitter.
It's true.
You got it, man.
That's awesome. Like, that's so cool.
Oh. Oh, wow.
You got him. All right. Well,
yeah,
because that's
that
gonna
doesn't
work.
That's not gonna work.
That ain't
he's
gonna do
gonna go.
it.
He's gonna go Mega Bowser.
No, he's just gonna pop out and be fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I don't know what it is. I love the Koopa Clown car. I love it so much.
I was gonna say that's why you always play Bowser.
I really like Bowser Jr. too. Bowser Jr. is really fun. Well,
Here we go.
I hate to say it, he went big first. So.
Yeah, but that doesn't always mean that that's. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, here we go. Game over. Return of Ganon.
He still has a size advantage, though.
Oh! In the eye.
We just made him mad.
Did he eat him?
He did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, bad.
Spaghetti.
Wow.
Oh, hey. There were an awful lot of femurs in there.
That is a lot of.
Yeah, I was
That is
afraid of
gross.
that.
That'll do.
I don't think bones go
Bowser
together
may
like
have
that.
had the advantage
No.
in brute strength, but
Jeez.
Ganon's deadlier magic and superior intellect won out in the end.
Ganon had his fair share of brawn as well, but what really counts is his ability to form a strategy and plan of attack.
Regardless of intelligence, both Bowser and Ganon were nearly invulnerable to typical means of harm. Ganon could only be killed by holy weapons like the Master Sword and Silver Arrows, so while Bowser could hurt him, he couldn't exactly kill him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bowser could survive almost anything. Almost. In New Super Mario Bros. DS, after falling into some kind of super lava, it's gotta be since he survived molten dips before unscathed, he became Dry Bowser. And after a strong enough impact, not even his own magic could reassemble his body.
You can even see the light missing in his eyes. So in this case, for all intents and purposes, Bowser was dead by magic and force. With Ganon's unlimited pool of magic power, he not only cursed Bowser's body to decay like he did the Deku Tree, but also blasted him apart with enough force to more than surpass that fall in the castle.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ganon had this fight war locked down.
The winner is Ganon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time on Death Battle.
I think we all.
We've already,
Yeah.
My name's Ratchet.
Oh yeah, Ratchet
Oh,
and Clank.
yeah.
And,
What do I call you?
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good fight. It was sort of weird because it's like the stuff you've seen Bowser go through. It's almost like on a Looney
I'll
Tunes
just
spectrum,
call
like a
ya
black hole.
Clank.
Seriously,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, or like black hole.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad. I play Boomstick.
I'm
I'm
so
Ben.
it's
I
kinda
play
hard
Wiz.
to
Hope you guys
measure.
enjoyed the episode. We want
Yeah.
to do Bowser versus Ganon for a long
it's
time.
kind of like
Yeah,
the same
and if you want to see
principle in
more
which
Death
the
Battle, you
dragon
can click on us
from,
right here to go to the Death
from,
Battle
the
playlist.
first How to
and
Train
be
Your
sure to
Dragon
click on
was.
that video over there
It
to
was
take a
invulnerable
sponsor-exclusive
from the
look
outside,
at behind the
but
scenes
from the
of
inside,
Dante versus
it
Bayonetta.
was. It
How to
was
become a
vulnerable
sponsor? Well, good news.
Because of
Free
because
trial.
of its-
Click the link in the description
because
below. You
its
get 30 day free
insides
trial.
were
Gives you
not
access to
as tough as
discounts
its
on our merch
exterior.
store,
Yeah, but I
exclusive
mean,
videos like
we're
that
talking
one,
about black
but
hole,
also
literally, like,
videos early
light.
from not only us but Achievement
Yeah.
Hunter,
You know,
Rooster
come
Teeth,
on.
Funhouse,
Yeah.
and
It's
that
al-
means
it's
Death
almost
Battle,
the level of
Death
Superman,
Battle early,
except-
including the next one.
I
Ratchet
mean,
and Clank
you know,
versus-
survives a black hole.
Who could it
survives
be?
the
I don't know, but if you
reformation
can't
of
guess
the
it,
universe
stick to our social media.
after
We'll be
said
announcing
black
it there
hole.
shortly. That's at Screw Attack on Twitter and official SA on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go.
Something
See you
just-
there. Thanks for watching.
I
It's
still thought it
it's
was a
video
fun
game
fight.
physics.
Still thought it was a fun fight. Yeah.
It was a
I
fun
thought so
fight.
too.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
agree.
I liked it a lot.
And
I mean, how do you do it? Because the comment sections are always filled with people fighting back and forth.
Oh
over
yeah,
the
well,
results.
just like Goku and Superman, people will always be fighting about that one.
Well,
Always.
I was pulling for I was pulling for Bowser,
Yeah.
but I was sort of like, I feel like Ganon's gonna win this. But honestly,
You still wanted to pull for
I
it.
really wanted to pull for Bowser
I understand that.
because Bowser's done some crazy stuff. And
Yeah.
like, maybe there's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess from what they brought up in terms of evidence and everything, I believe it. I mean,
I don't know.
Well, Bowser's exterior can handle the power of a black hole and everything.
So really, I would go so far as to say Bowser really defeated himself.
Well, that's typically how
did, yeah.
I
that
mean,
always.
and that's typically how it goes.
It's how it always goes
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Because
I didn't think about that. Yeah, he
Because
did
Bowser,
defeat himself.
Bowser gave Ganon the opening,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I'm gonna eat you.
right. I mean, because honestly,
and
it's like
I made a
I've
horrible
screwed
mistake.
myself over.
I made a
really,
horrible
if you
mistake.
stack up Mario and Bowser, I mean, that's pretty much Bowser always provides a way for himself to.
It's
you know,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, like the one time that he didn't was Paper Mario. So in Paper Mario, Bowser steals the Star Rod, which is capable of granting
Yeah.
all these wishes.
Yeah.
And Mario has to go on this ridiculous journey to get back the Star Spirits so that they can say, hey, that doesn't work anymore. And it only works for a short time.
Yeah.
And then eventually he's just like, yeah, no, I can beat this. And then they have to cheese him out even harder to win.
Right.
So it's
Well, that's the thing. I think
really like Paper Mario.
Ganondorf / Ganon. He's just more consistently evil.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Because usually he has power and holds on to it, and you're usually a reincarnated hero, like running all over the countryside trying to get enough stuff together to defeat him.
It's true.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
true.
And Ganondorf has never been an ally. I mean, we've never been presented with an enemy where it's like Ganondorf's like.
The only
"Whoa,
time he has been
let's-"
is been in like non-canonical stuff, like in Smash Bros.
In Brawl, yeah.
In Brawl, yeah. The space
reluctant-
subspace emissary.
Yeah.
Reluctant
allies.
ally, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Ganon's also like, there have been times where it's like, oh, hey, we're gonna go fight Zant or Vati, and it's just like, it was me, Link. It
Yeah.
was me all along.
Yeah. Those double
Ganon was, in fact, the higher power.
Yeah.
gosh. Oh man.
All right. Well, everyone, I think that's going to do it for this death battle. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know these
we
have
did.
been
It was good.
Oh yeah.
It was good.
It was fun.
definitely been heavily requested, so I think we're going to be getting back into these. But until next time, this has been, we got Nate, Ben,
Yep.
Micah, and then Archimedes. And we will see you all very soon.